Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the GW Panther, the Tier 7 German SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Serene Coast and it's under the command of angelina75, and it's her first contribution to next week's lying competition. Yep, she's got a competition with Talon to get the best result of the week. Game on. It's a 15cm howitzer based on a Panther hull, and it was proposed but never got put into production. It can do 600 alpha and penetrate 39mm of armour, but it's got a 25.89 second reload. Angelina's got that down to 20.97. That's a good start. She's got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel. She's obviously played this Arty a lot and she enjoys it. Okay, she's found a position, I think, that she's going to fire from. Okay, it's a good spot to fire from. She's ready to go. Right, from the start, she spotted a target, an Su-85. She's marked the target, lining them up, getting ready to shoot. Rounds out, looks good. Oh, RNG said no, and the shell went well over the top. She was robbed on that one. The Su-85 though did die. He got taken out in the end by a Panther KW1, the KV1 conversion. And she's loaded and ready to go again. With a 20-second reload, you really can pump those shells out quite fast. And that Cromwell, well, he's taken a bit of a liberty, but he did get stunned. And he's taken some stun assist there. Angelina's now targeting a DSPZ. She's landed in a tier 7 game with tier 5 tanks in it. So she's top tier, and that means a lot of pressure is on her to actually perform well in this game. Now I've lost sight of the enemy, mainly because our teammates aren't up there. But she fired one in anyway, just in the hope that she might be able to get that DSPZ. It looks like the enemy, or at least it looks like our teammates, haven't decided not to go up the western side of the map. And that causes a bit of a problem, because that's where Angelina could be the most effective at the moment. But she's decided to go after this Cromwell, who's trying to get our AMX M445, and he's being badly hit by the enemy Arty, and oh, that one went a bit over, but she still managed to get some stun on the Cromwell. Yeah, the enemy Arty is, it looks like the enemy Arty is firing heat rounds at him, because he's been tracked, and there you go, he's out the game. Okay, well, the Cromwell's on the move again. She's loaded. Fires around straight away, and well, it was near, but I'm not sure it was close enough to get a direct hit. Probably stunned him. Oh, that was very close as well. Looks like the other Arty on our team, which is a Fifi, is also trying to nail this Cromwell. Angelina's doing it as well. Rounds out. Yes, she got a hit. She definitely hit his rear, because there was no explosion to her shell, and it went just as he went through those fences. Okay, the DSPZ is still there on the corner, and it looks like the Fifi's trying to nail him as well. Okay, can see another DSPZ is in the area. Ooh, yes, it was close. She managed to track him, and the other DSPZ's gone to the same spot that Cromwell did. He's hiding behind that bush, using the rock for cover. It's a kind of hull down position there. You can be shot from the sides. Angelina's, oh, he just got hit by the Fifi, and it was, I think that was a heat round. And she tried to get him as he was getting closer. Unfortunately, now he's too close, and she's thinking about repositioning. You know, I would as well if he got that close. And yes, he's just killed our T-34, so Angelina needs to get out of here fast, and the Fifi needs to as well. But he's not so quick. Angelina at least has a 46 km/h top speed. It's not fast, but it's faster than the Fifi. He can only go 28 km/h, so he's in trouble. But he's still managing to fire rounds at that DSPZ. Angelina's trying to line up a shot on him. It's within the arc, so she can get him dialed in. Rounds out. Looks good. Yes, it is. 244. That was a good hit. Solid hit. And the Fifi just got a hit on him as well. And I think he's firing nothing but heat because he seems to be getting heat sounds. And there's a kill. That's good because they've wiped out virtually all of the enemy tanks that are actually... Well, they did wipe out all the enemy tanks that were coming this direction from there. Oh, look at this OI experimental. He's not parked himself very well. And Angelina will make sure of that. And she gets 132 off that shot. Well, she can reposition herself now. They didn't see the enemy feet, or our Fifi rather. So Angelina can pick another spot. In fact, considering where everything is at the moment, with the enemy actually coming in over the peninsula, she probably needs to reposition so she can get shots on the peninsula if necessary. The enemy might make a try for our cap area. Our chappie just got chased away by the enemy Arty. They've got a Fifi and a Crusader SP. Now that Crusader SP could be the one with the 4.5-inch howitzer, the same as on the Burt. And that OI is still there. We might be able to splash him on that corner, but that's a much better target. That's a Super Hellcat, and he knows he's been spotted. He's suddenly pulled back, and Angelina fires the round in. Oh, she gets something, 172 off that. It was worthwhile. Angelina got more off that one than she did off the OI experimental. Mind you, the Super Hellcat doesn't have much in the way of armour, which does make him an easier target. The Covenant is staying behind that corner, but she looped the shell in. That was a very good shot. Normally shots like that would hit the ridgeline and you wouldn't get anything from it, but she managed to loop that one down into the little defilade position that Covenanter had. Now she's going for the OI, but oh, look at this, 3 tanks together. Oh, rounds out. And she got a big hit with that one, 230. He's still moving though, but he's a one-shot for anyone. And that, oh, that was the Fifi firing, and he did kill him. He did get a kill shot. It just sounds like he's firing heat all the time with that Fifi. They make us, the shots make a slightly different sound than the HE sounds. I suspect it was a heat round. Okay, well, we are now pushing on the enemy. And the enemy that was on the peninsula didn't make an attempt to actually come up this way. And it could be the Hellcat out on that little area at K6, or is it K7? K7 actually stopped the enemy from coming in from that direction. They didn't want to risk it because it was just too expensive. It's going to cost them too much in the way of hit points. Angelina's found a lovely position here on the west, which means that she can cover the enemy cap, and she can also cover the enemy if they try to come in from the peninsula. Now, I think the enemy Arty is somewhere in that area. She's decided to fire a few rounds in, just to see if she can catch them. There's one of them. He's in the dip, right in the corner there. There he is. And it's the Crusader, the tier 7. He's gone. There's still that enemy Fifi though. I think she's right actually. I think he is somewhere in that little area. Okay, we've got the enemy Hellcat. Rounds out. Direct hit. 256. Left him on a one shot. And there he goes. And now we've got the ARL 40. Oh, it's not an ARL 44. It's a V39, the tank destroyer. Okay, but he is a one shot. So she can take him out. Oh. No. And that just leaves the Fifi, a Covenanter, and the M6 and the Tiger P. Now maybe the Fifi has actually moved. Maybe he's over this corner. Okay, she's decided to change her position, and oh my god, good job she did. The Covenanter's actually in the south, and he's just found our Fifi, but the Fifi wasn't having anything to do with it, and he took that Covenanter out with a direct shotgun at close range. Would have loved to have seen that. Okay, so the enemy Fifi has been found and killed, and the heavy tanks are coming back to save their cap area, and Angelina's going to interfere with that. Rounds out, looks good. Yeah, that stopped him. Meanwhile, the M6 has managed to make it to land, but only in time to dry his feet before he gets absolutely hammered. Yeah, he's just lost a huge amount of hit points to the Fifi on our team. He's lined up, he's perfect for Angelina, rounds out, and oh, she got a direct hit, but he was wiped out before the shell arrived. Oh, poor Angelina, she's not having much luck with those. She's getting beautiful shots. Unfortunately, other people are getting beautiful shots just before her as well. And that Tiger P's going to die, and he's gone, and that's the game. It's a victory. Here's the end of battle results for the first replay. Yes, it's a 2 replay video. She managed to get a second class tanker out of this game, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, and she got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on her team, and that was helped by the fact she didn't actually get any kills. If she had got a kill, that might have caused problems for her, but her win rate from that game was 2,037, which is very good indeed. And that's the high score for this week's Lions. So she's in the lead as it stands at this moment. Let's have a look at team score. Well, she didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the Fifi. Pontasio is the name of the player. He managed to get 1,958 hit points and picked up a Confederate. So he didn't get a high caliber either out of that game. It wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. That's disappointing, but I'm sure he's accept the Confederate as it stands. The second highest damage went to Angelina with 1,834, and the third highest damage went to the Super Hellcat with 1,801, and the Super Hellcat managed to get the Pascucci's because he killed both enemy Arty. And the T-67 should get a mention as well because he got a Halonen's medal out of that one, and if you remember, that's the medal for killing 2 enemy tanks or tank destroyers in a tank destroyer. They have to be at least 1 tier higher. Let's have a look at the number of kills. And we can see it's that Fifi again with 4 kills this time. One of them by shotgun. The guy got very close and was taken at close range. 3 kills went to the Super Hellcat, the T-67. Angelina didn't get any kills, but she did get the Confederate instead. And when it came to base XP, it's the Super Hellcat comes out on top, 1,002. The Fifi managed 990, and Angelina got 3rd place on base XP with 879, so it was a good game for her. She fired 17 rounds in that game, got 5 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations but 14 splash. Damage of 1,834 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. She damaged 7 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but she did get 592 hit points as stun assist or 14 stuns. On a free-to-play account, she earned 23,609 credits from the game, 11,805 from personal reserves, and 41,805 from holiday ops, a grand total of 77,219 credits. After ammunition resupply, she actually took away a profit of 58,179 credits, and that's very good for a free-to-play account. 879 base XP, times 2 for the first victory, same again from personal reserves, took away 2,637 experience points altogether. She says, share the Arty love. Exactly. She's doing it correctly every time. Try and maximize the number of tanks that you hit to get that Confederate medal. Because even if you lose the game, you'll still come home with the benefit of getting the Confederate medal and the bonus to your scores. So that was the first replay. Let's have a look at the second one. Angelina's second replay is in the Bat Chatillon 155, the Tier 9 French SPG. Well, she's on the south spawn of Murovanka, and this is her very first game in this Arty. Yes, she's never played it before, but she bought it for Christmas to have a play around with, and so it's totally stock. Yes, she hasn't upgraded it at all. Okay, she's loaded, ready to go. 22.25 seconds is her reload time. Standard reload is 26.85, so she has been able to drop it a little bit, and I suspect that might be down to a good crew, or it could be that she's managed to get a ramming device in there to help her load. It's a 155mm howitzer capable of 680 alpha, penetrating 45mm of armor, and it's got a burst radius, and direct hit on the BZ176. It's got a burst radius of 7.6 meters, so pretty effective. Like most 155mm, it is well, lowish compared to some of the other ones which, you know, get higher with the 17cm gun or the like. But plenty of targets out there, fast reload. She can keep pumping those shells out. Oh, that was good. I love it when you get that sort of hit effect. Good backing up. Yep, she's not going to be victim to a counter battery, and she avoided the tree, and now she's looking for her next target. Lots of tanks out there using the camo for Corbin Dallas. Well, she got the tortoise in terms of hitting him. Didn't get any damage though, and the enemy lost their 704. Now, if she can get him in the side, she might be able to get some damage. We just saw where one of the enemy Arty is. He's in that little hollow where the trees are. She can't get a shot on the guys behind the tree, but she can certainly aim at this tortoise. And unfortunately, it hits the ridge line on this one. They did make one prototype of this Arty. Didn't go ahead with production. This is the single shot version. The Bat Chat 155-58 is the multi-shot version. Rounds out on the Chieftain. Direct hit on his rear. 266. You notice as well, it's got a fairly effective stun duration as well, about 15 seconds. The other thing is that the turret will turn 360 degrees, and that makes a big difference because it means you can park the Arty in the direction you want to travel after you've fired, and then turn the turret towards the enemy, and that can all be done in the time that you're setting up whilst you're reloading, and then the moment you've fired, then you can move on to a new location. I find sometimes it helps to actually park it horizontal to the, or perpendicular to the direction in which I'm going to move next. So if the battle is heading, is being fought to the south of me, I will move east and west depending on my next shot, and it's terribly difficult for the enemy to work out exactly where you are, because every time you fire you move and yep, you're in a different location. And so yes, this little Arty can be very handy because of that revolving turret. Okay, she's going to try another shot on the tortoise. Rounds out. Landed in front of him, but it tracked him, and she got critical hits on the track. She's going back to the Chieftain. It's the Chieftain P. Now, she's landed in a tier 9 game. The Chieftain P, if I remember correctly, is tier 9, isn't it? It's not the T95 FP4201. Rounds out. Direct hit! She got 274 off the hit, but she got some stun assist immediately afterwards. And I think she'll be really happy about that because she's racking them up now. This Arty is very good at racking up damage on a regular basis. It's not quite as accurate as some other Artys with a 15cm or 155, but it's still good enough. And so long as you keep racking up the damage, good repositioning. Selecting new targets each time. She can probably splash that AMX M451 to make him want to come out from behind there. Oh, Chieftain! Oh yes, you'll have him. Rounds out. Yep, she got him. 103. He made it easy for her. I don't think he intended to die, but, you know, if you camp in a position long enough, Arty will get you in the end. I'm sorry, I had to put that one in for all those non-Arty players who are watching this. Yeah. Arty does prevent camping. You stay on the spot long enough, we will get you eventually. That tortoise is being very clever. He's actually hiding just below the ground. We're going to go for the CS53 instead. Ramps out. Landed behind him, I think. A lot of people say, why do you actually say rounds out? But the thing is that sometimes, you know, you just got to realize how long the time is between the target, between shooting and the target actually being hit. Sometimes it's seconds. And if you ever look from a third person view, you can see the shell arcing through the skies towards the target. Rams out. Oh, that was near immediate, that one. 141 this time, and she's got the BZ to hit this time. It comes out from behind there. She can put a round into him. He's side scraping on that house. And the AMX M451 just got tracked, but he's fixed his tracks and moved away. Angelina puts the round in. Oh, unfortunately it hits the house. I was thinking if he came around that corner and she put a round directly into him, that would have been nice. We're one down on the enemy, but it's still everything to play for. And she's loaded. I don't think she has to worry about anything from the Magic Forest at the moment. It's all to do with these ones directly in front of her. And that was pretty brutal, but she just saw the tracer from the enemy Arty. I think he made it fairly obvious where he was. He's just behind the trees up this end. And we've now spotted the tortoise again. Looks like a few heat rounds have been fired into that loader's cupola with the machine guns. He moved a bit. Angelina's holding back, waiting. Looks good. Oh, unfortunately it hit the ridge line, so she missed out on the hit points there. But they pushed through and they managed to get all the enemies. Now it's the charge forward. We're 2 up on the enemy. Angelina's right at the edge of the map. The CS53 is going to have to try and stop our guys moving forward. He won't be able to do that very easily if he's stunned. And Angelina's lining him up. Oh, landed short. Don't think that was Angelina's fault. That was another RNG that played against her, because the guy backed off and Angelina's shell definitely fell short because of the RNG. She was on him, but she's going to put this one into him. Rounds out. Yeah, that one definite direct hit, but he got rid of the stun straight away, so obviously he's burnt his first aid kit. Now he's vulnerable. Unfortunately, the guys in the Magic Forest can't see him because he's sitting on the other side of the hill. But Angelina's loaded, ready to go, just needs sights. There he is. She turns the turret, lights him up, and rounds out. That's a direct hit, and he gets wiped out immediately afterwards, so she gets the benefit. And she's moving. Now this Arty is one of the faster ones in the game, 56.3 kilometers an hour. So you can relocate very, very quickly. We're 2 up on the enemy now. She's dialing in on ISU 152K. Rounds out. Long flight time on that one. Oh, Kampfpanzer's decided, well, the Skoda's decided to take him on. That probably is a bad decision by the Skoda. He's only got 3 shells. He's now in reload, and the Kampfpanzer will keep punishing him in the meanwhile. Angelina loads up, rounds out. She's trying to splash him, not to kill him. Well, she wants to kill him, but And I think the Kampfpanzer blocked that shot. Okay, there's the Scorpion. He's right up against the edge of the map. Yep, the ISU-152K went down to the Kampfpanzer. Okay, Scorpion's around here somewhere. We might just get a shot in just before the Scorpion is firing. Go for it, Angeline. Yes! Kill shot! This is her first game, remember? First game. She's already racked up 2,242 hit points of damage, 923 stun assists, and there's only one enemy left for her to kill. It's the AMPT, and it looks like he's managed to hide himself. Yeah, we found him. Angelina's setting up, ready to fire. She's turning towards the target, but I'm not sure. Oh, he's in a clinch. And the Kampfpanzer Funkzig gets the kill that wins the game. Well, they do say that it's not the tools that make the craftsman, it's the craftsman's skills. And Angelina's certainly got those skills with the Bat Chat 155-55, because on her first game, she gets a second-class tanker, as you can see there, first time she's had it. A Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she got 9. And she got a Confederate out of this one as well. And her win rate was 2,954, which is Super Unicum standard. So very well done on your first game. That was excellent. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see now that the highest damage in that game went to that Kampfpanzer Funkzig. He got 4,999 hit points of damage, and he picked up the high caliber. Second highest damage went to the AMX M451 with 4,470. And the third highest damage went to the AMBT on the enemy team, 4,307. And he managed to pick up a Leather Slaves medal, whilst the CS63 picked up a Confederate as well. In fact, there was quite a few people who actually managed to get Confederates. Yes, that one got a Confederate, and of course Angelina got a Confederate. And our CS52 list also got a Leather Slaves medal. And yes, so lots of Confederates around, lots of people getting Confederates. Let's have a look at the number of kills, and we can see that the Kampfpanzer Funkzig managed 4 kills. So did the AMX M451. 3 kills went to the AMBT. Angelina got 2 kills, so that technically that puts her joint third with the ST1, the Fox, and the Tortoise, and the, I think that's the Mutant, isn't it? The M6A2E1. And when it came to base XP, it's the Kampfpanzer Funkzig again. 1,266 went to him. 1,186 went to the AMX M451. 889 went to this unknown, which is probably one of the Italian tank destroyers. And Angelina got 801. And so I'll bring that back up. She's in 5th place on base XP. She fired 22 rounds in the game. She kept pumping that ammo out, and it really did work because she got that Confederate from it. 9 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations, but 16 splash. One of the things about the French Arty at this tier is you don't tend to get a lot of penetrations on the enemy unless you can pick targets which are very, very light on armor, such as tank destroyers. But especially the Scorpion or the SU-130 PM, because those are much easier to kill. Or of course, if you get higher tier games, you're looking for Waffenträgers and the like, and Borsigs, because they've got virtually no armor whatsoever, so they make perfect targets for the Bat Chat 155-55. She got 2,345 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. 8 enemy vehicles were damaged, 2 were killed, so that earned her the Confederate. And she earned 923 hit points of stun assist. Actually, it does say 2 killed. I was saying that she didn't get any kills at all. No, maybe that was the previous game. I'm looking at the wrong figures there, but no, she definitely did get kills in this game. No doubt about it. Yes, maybe I am looking at the wrong figures there. But anyway, 923 hit points of stun assist of 14 stuns. On a free-to-play account, she earned 22,945 credits in the battle, 11,473 for holding ops, 34,418 credits altogether, and after ammunition resupply took away 9,778 credits profit. 801 base XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 1,602 experience points altogether. So yes, it was the first game actually that Angelina played, the GW Panther, where she didn't get any kills at all, but that certainly helped over the Confederate. In this one, she did get kills, and she got enough hits to really make it and get that Confederate as well. So well done on that, because she was teaching those guys a lesson and taking them out. Well done. If you get a first game like that, I think you'd be happy as well, even though it's only a second class. But I think this replay alone puts her in the lead, no doubt about that whatsoever. And it's going to take talent quite a bit to actually wrest the lead away from Angelina. He's either going to have to get a first class, or he's going to have to get an ace tanker. And yeah, good luck there, Talon. I know you can do it, but I think Angelina's going to take this one away from you. More than likely, she's going to come back with an ace tanker, probably in this Arty, because she's found an Arty that she really does like, and she's doing exceptionally well in it. So, yeah, good luck. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.